make dinner with me for my 9 kids. That's right, y'all heard me correctly. My 9 little whippersnappers. So yes, I am going to be making some ribeye steaks for dinner. We have two 3 packs or three packs of steak, of ribeye steak, and some asparagus. And I'm gonna make some smashed potatoes to go with this whole thing. You guys, this night I really wanted some steak. I just wanted a steak dinner. But at the same time, your girl was also getting ready to go and fly out to Miami. And I'm like, if I'm gonna go to Miami, the least I could do is make the kids a very nice, hearty, delicious meal before I head out. You know what I'm saying? This DoorDash ain't got nothing on me, girl. Okay. So this is all the steaks laid out. I'm going to go ahead and I put a little EVOO on the steaks, and I'm going to go ahead and moisturize the steaks. Okay. They're already juicy, but they need a little bit of moisturization. So that my seasonings can stick to them. And so now I'm gonna just go in with some steak seasoning and some there's this really good like jalapeno seasoning from Weber that I really love, and I love that down. So I'm gonna use that. A little slap your mama, you know, seasoning how I like to season it, but it's gotta be seasoned, okay? And so my ancestors tell me that's enough. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do both sides of those, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get them on my extra long cooktop. I recently purchased this, and when I tell you I love it, like I love it down. It's one of my favorite additions to my kitchen, because when you have a large family like I do, it sucks having to use multiple pots or big pots. Half the time they don't fit on the stove correctly. It's not heating correctly. So this is a lifesaver for my family. Like 10 out of 10, I do highly recommend. I'm gonna go ahead and throw those on, go ahead and soak up all those good seasonings and oils and juices. Okay, we're not leaving anything behind. And throw that on for a few minutes per each side. I'd say about 5 minutes per each side. I'm kind of sitting here waiting on them. Okay, now it's time to flip them bad boys. I like my steak medium to medium well. It really just depends, but of course y'all make your steak however you want to make it, but the kids kind of like it that way too. I just like the good tender juicy steak, but I don't want it to still be mooing. All right, like I need it to feel cooked. I decided to go ahead and throw some butter on top of these steaks. Now this is a big back meal, but mind you, this is for the kids and they're not on a diet. So whatever we want to add on to it to make it taste delicious is what we're going to do, honey. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my asparagus blanched so I can put them on the cooktop as well. Soak up all that good juice that I have left over from the steak. Y'all, this dish makes my mouth water. I love a good steak dinner, and this is the type of thing that you can meal prep and then it's good or better the next day. Oh, also, y'all, I like to add my steak sauce to the steak while it's cooking. It just gives it a little crust, like a little crust of seasoning marinade. It just tastes delightful. Like literally, you should not need a dipping sauce with my steak. That's my protocol. If you need a dipping sauce with my steak, something's not right, or you just like to dip, honey. But really, it should be nice and juicy, and you really should not need much. So I add that in kind of on the end. And I'm just going to chop all these up into strips because none of the kids are going to eat an entire steak, not even my big kids. It's easier if I just chop up a whole bunch and then just put a few handful of strips on their plate, and then they can come back up to the board if they want and eat more. Usually I pretty much have a good idea on how many, each kid is going to eat. But, sometimes they get a little hungry or it's really, really good and they want more. They're always welcome to come back and get additional. I just don't like to give out a whole bunch because it ends up on the floor, on the trash, just everywhere but in their stomachs. Okay. So like I said, I'm going to go over here to my asparagus and I'm going to chop off the ends of those, throw them into my boiling water. That water has a little bit of chicken seasoning in it, chicken bouillon. And then also next to that pot, I have my potatoes for my smashed potatoes going in. So that's really basically it, you guys. I'm going to make my asparagus. I'm going to drop those in a couple minutes, cool them off in a cool bath. And then I'm going to throw them onto the cooktop with some bacon, season those up really good. I wish I had some lemon because I love lemon with asparagus. I don't know, it just does something to it. Just makes it taste magnifique, okay? All right, you guys. So like I said, I went ahead and blanched the asparagus into some chicken broth water, essentially. Took them out, doused them in cold water, a little bit of ice, you know, get them all cooled down. And now I'm going to put them on my cooktop with some butter, seasoning, and bacon, y'all. Ooh, that's going to be so good. While that's roasting up real nice, I'm going to go ahead and slice the steak, which is cooked perfectly through, if I do say so myself. Something, look, that's just something nobody can ever take from me, baby. As I know how to make a steak, some asparagus. I'm going to smash my potatoes, get that all nice and delicious, you guys. The baby's going to be eating good tonight. All right. I love to make hearty meals for these kids. Listen, I grew up eating steak and shrimp and all kinds of different things, and I was the only one at home. And my kids, I don't care if there's 9 or 20 of them, they're going to eat good. You hear me? Every night. All right, y'all, we got the finished product, and here it is. We've got our smashed potatoes, our asparagus, we've got our steak on that is perfectly cooked. Look at that, baby. If I had more time, I probably would have made some lobster tail or some shrimp to go with this. This was a quick and easy meal for me, something to get done, get the kids fed up really nicely. You guys, please like and subscribe for more.